Welcome to GOS Media. I'm JL Smith. In a survey of billionaires asking them the key to their success, their number one answer was focus. Laser focus. So, if focus is the key to great achievement, then what is achievement's greatest foe? Yep, you already guessed it. The answer is distractions, internal and external distractions. Regardless if you're pursuing education, building a barn, learning a trade, or writing a book, there are internal factors that affect the successful achievement of your goal. The top 4 internal distractors are exhaustion, energy, self-dialogue, and mind wandering. When it comes to exhaustion, there is a physical type from such things as running or exercising. Internal exhaustion is often called brain fog, and usually the result of poor sleeping habits. If it takes a long time to fall asleep, or you wake up every few hours, then you may want to seek professional advice and help. When we think of energy, we again think of physical energy and how food affects our bodily well-being. Yet the things we eat also affect our mental focus. Healthier food helps keep our mind clear. Junk food can make us sluggish. It is also important to not overeat or undereat. If we're stuffed, our mind grows drowsy. Starving, our minds are easily fatigued. So, the next time you are needing mental focus, eat healthier food and small portions. Self-dialogue is that little voice in your head. If you're pessimistic, your work is never good enough. Perfectionist, your work is never finished. Lazy, never a good time to start. Workaholic, you work until exhaustion. Everyone has that voice in our head, which makes us our greatest hero and most ferocious critic. Because of this, we must learn to capture our thoughts and navigate them back to the reality of the moment and circumstance. It takes practice and intentionality, but it can be done. A close relative to self-dialogue is mind wandering, often called daydreaming. When we dream at night, we, those we encounter, and the things we do are unreal and non-existent. And so it is with daydreaming. Imagining your wedding, scoring a touchdown, or saving the world. You are as unreal and non-existent as those thoughts. Daydreaming should be renamed dream killer. If you have a goal in your mind and the desire in your heart, daydreaming might be enjoyable, but it is a source of great distraction and an enemy of focus and success. So save your dreams for sleep, set daily goals, and have trusted folks hold you accountable to meeting those goals. Moving from internal to external distractions, we find 2 major culprits. How about pausing the video and jotting your thoughts as to those culprits? Back? Great. The 2 greatest external distractions are other people and technology. How'd you do in the comments? You get both? When it comes to other people, there are 2 types, well-intended and selfish. Well-intended folks tend to be family and close friends. They love us and truly desire our success. But they are quick to interrupt us because they're just checking in on us. Or they stop by to bring us unrequested food and drink to ensure we eat. Our well-intended allies are also the quickest to give us advice, suggestions, and often most frustrating, their critiques. The other group are the selfish ones. These folks act like they truly care for us, and tragically, we often believe they are our best friends who truly care for us. But they care for themselves more than any other person. They stop by and say they want to check on us. Translation, they are bored. They say we need to eat, so let's go grab some grub. Translation, they don't want to eat alone. Rather than giving us advice and suggestions, we're told we're wasting our time. Translation, if you succeed, it makes them a loser. As we see, the external distraction from other people must be eliminated, or at least mitigated. And this we do by being kind, courteous, grateful, and firm when we say to them, thanks, but no thanks. The other form of distraction that must be eliminated, or at least lessened, is technology. If we were to plot technological advances on a line graph, you would see a steady yet consistent trending upwards. Until that is, You get to the early 2000s. It was at this point in time when you would see our line graph go near vertical. With the exponential growth of technological discoveries, we would also see the birth and proliferation of social media platforms, games, and video content. The results? Cell phones and video games have become the two greatest technological perpetrators of anesthetizing our goals and desires. Our society has evolved, or maybe we should say devolved, to the point where we are dependent upon our cell phones. Actually, and truth be told, we are more than just dependent. We are greatly addicted to it. Don't believe it? Check your heart rate and blood pressure the next time you lose your cell phone. In fact, you don't even have to lose it. If you simply misplace it, you are in near stroke level anxiety. In fact, you don't even have to lose it or misplace it. You get an advanced case of heebie-jeebies when your phone is at 1% and you don't have a charger with you. It is no accident that we believe we must keep our cell phones within arm's reach. Phone manufacturers and social media platforms have intentionally turned our phones into a Rolodex, movie theater, calendar, calculator, heart monitor, GPS device, and on it goes. It would be nice to think that all the modern conveniences at our fingertips were developed as an altruistic endeavor to better mankind, but we know that's simply not true. The actual goal is to mine all of our personal data, and the data of all our contacts, by the way, in an effort to learn our preferences and likes so they can lure us into making unnecessary and unwanted purchases. Every pixel and sound emanated from our cell phone are scientifically calculated to keep us engaged with our phone. In fact, phone manufacturers and social media platforms are so good at their job, the word doom scrolling has now become a part of the English lexicon. If you want to get rid of the distraction of your cell phone and maximize your effort and attention into obtaining your great achievement, don't just silence your phone. Go put it in the refrigerator and shut the door while you're working. Now to the other grand distractor keeping us from succeeding: video games. There are people of all ages in our society who believe they have reached monumental heights because they have single-handedly won World War II, beaten the final boss, or completed the last level. No, the only thing they have accomplished is squandering hundreds of hours of their life instead of earnestly pouring themselves into an actual major accomplishment. And not just the one person, there are several people simultaneously playing the same video game that is consuming actual hours of their life. Hours they will never get back. Hours they will desperately long for when they are upon their deathbed. If you want to be focused, laser focused, upon accomplishing feats of greatness, or a legacy to leave others, or building relationships with loved ones, then unplug your video game and go set it next to your cell phone in the refrigerator. Now hold on. There's a reason people say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Nobody should, or could, spend every waking hour working towards some grand and earth-shattering accomplishment. Trouble is, we live in a time whereby we are awash in creature comforts, where convenience is king, and entertainment is believed to be a fundamental right. If we are to strike the balance between laughter and labor, then we must learn the wisdom found in today's grain of sugar. When you play, play hard. When you work, don't play at all. To all the achievers and overachievers in the colony, tell us in the comments the strategies you use to tune out the distractions that can so easily entangle us. You will be helping others strike the balance between laughter and labor. Thanks for stopping by. We could really use your support, so will you please like, subscribe, and share with others? Or maybe become a colony member by joining us on Patreon or snatch up some merch from our website. Links are pinned below. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Grains of Sugar. I've been your host, JL Smith.